Hey guys, my name is Kelsey and I am a registered nurse and certified health coach and a wellness advocate with doTERRA essential oils. So a lot of you guys reached out to me in regards to this wellness business that I was chatting about online. You may have seen it on my blog site or on my Facebook page with Your Heart Is Mine, or you may have seen it through my Instagram. And I am so excited to share this with you guys today because it's something that I have been kind of looking for my entire nursing career, but I didn't really find a job or see anything like it or knew that this existed until I was presented from a really good friend of mine the business opportunity with doTERRA essential oils. So a little background on myself. I became a nurse 5 years ago, almost 5 years ago. It'll be 5 years in December, which is crazy. And I kind of went through my own health journey during that 5 years, mainly in the beginning, and I struggled really greatly with anxiety and depression. That was something that was a huge setback in my life, also in my profession as a nurse as well, because it affected me on the job, dealing with difficult people, difficult situations, having people down my back about, getting people in and pushing people out, and the list goes on. And I just really greatly struggled with this. And I got really sick about my first year of nursing when I was on my own, and I actually had to go back home to Florida where I was from, and I spent some time with my family and getting help in regards to my anxiety. And of course, my parents did what every parent in America would do. When your child is sick or doesn't feel well, what any red-blooded American parent would do, they take them to the doctor because that's what we're told to do. If your child's sick, you go to the doctor. And when you're at the doctor, what do? They interview you, they assess you, they ask you, do you have any allergies? And they give you a prescription, because that is what they are taught to do in their algorithm of functioning as doctors. Is you have problems, you have these symptoms, you have this issue, you either need this drug or you need this surgery or this intervention, fill in the blank. Rarely do they say, well, how is your diet? What kind of food are you eating? Or, do you use a lot of toxic chemicals in your environment and in your life? Or do you eat a lot of processed sugar? Are you eating lots of gluten and dairy that can cause issues on your gut, which ultimately can, inhibit serotonin reuptake and affect the chemicals in your brain? So the crazy thing is, a lot of people think depression and anxiety starts in your brain. They think it's a brain issue because we talk about the chemicals in our brain. In reality, those chemicals, that serotonin, that dopamine, those are all affected by the foods that we eat in our diet. I've done a lot of research on nutritional psychiatry, and it's not something that I am a pro in, but I love reading about it because I firmly believe in it. I do feel that food is medicine. I do believe that the chemicals and toxins that you put into your body and on your body do affect you and affect your emotions and affect your irritability and affect you all around, mind, body, and soul. And that is not preached at the bedside as nurses. We do not have that ability as nurses to share that type of information with our patients. We push around carts all day long. We call patient relations to deal with any issues we might have with our patients on the floor, any customer service issues. And we basically treat symptoms of problems, not the root issue. We treat symptoms with medications. We educate about medications and their side effects. We chart about medications and their side effects. And then we end up calling the doctor for nausea or pain or some reaction or side effect of the medication that we just gave them. And it's this vicious cycle that has literally just got me, it got me so riled up and just really turned me off to what I do as a nurse. And it just hurt me so bad that I worked so hard to get this amazing degree, and at the end of the day it feels like I just am a customer service rep and I push medications and pills all day long. I don't feel that I'm ever able to really give my patients true quality care and information and education about natural solutions and also clean living. So what I have done is I had reached out to a friend of mine named Sarah, who introduced me to doTERRA essential oils. And I'm going to kind of share with you guys the route that I've gone and why I've gone this way, because no, this is not a nursing job that you would apply to with corporate America. This is something that you create on your own. This is your business, you own it, and you make it what you want. And that's the beauty of what I do, is that I make my schedule, I work as hard as I want, I treat it like a business, I get paid like a business. I treat it like a hobby, I get paid like a hobby. And what I mean by that is what I put into do in my business is what I get out of it. So if I'm putting it in, like this is my job and this is what I'm living for, you know, I'm going to get paid for that effort. And if I were just to do it as like, oh, a hobby like running or painting here and there, I'm going to get paid here and there. So really, the opportunity is absolutely amazing with doTERRA essential oils. When you learn about the compensation plan and what they offer, I did a comparison with all the essential oil companies out there, and in all honesty, I was really turned off by direct sales, which honestly is what doTERRA falls into. But when I started becoming introduced to the products and started using essential oils for my anxiety and for my health and for my living purposes, it changed my life. And I slowly started becoming open to the idea of doTERRA as a business. And so when my friend Sarah reached out to me, she knew I was going through a lot of anxiety and depression and issues just with the side effects of medicine, because I was posting about it, like, you know, I hate how I feel, I hate how this is working, you know. And I was put on, when I went to go see that doctor back when I was home, I was put on Lexapro, Wellbutrin, and Celexa, and they had me on and off 2 SSRIs to figure out which one worked best. Well, they both just had awful side effects like migraines and stomach issues, just feeling numb to life essentially. I just didn't have any pep in my step. Like the happy, healthy Kelsey was just gone because of the symptoms just numbing me to life. And I've heard this from so many people who've been on these types of medications. And so my friend Sarah reached out to me, and she's actually going to be a naturopath at the end of this year, and was like, Kelsey, like, I want to show you about these, you know, essential oils. Like, you know, I know you see people posting about it all the time, but like this stuff truly works. Like, it's absolutely amazing. Tegan and I, her husband, we use this for so many things in our lives, and I've had so many friends benefit from this who struggle with you know, emotional imbalances and whatnot. So at that point, I was so desperate to get off those medications. I had kind of gotten over the hump of what was going on in my life, and I was on these medications and I felt addicted to them because I tried tapering off on my own and I just couldn't. And so then I started learning all about this whole nutritional psychiatry thing, because she had introduced some information to me. And my sister is also a holistic cancer survivor. So all these people in my life were reaching out to me about this natural living. And I was so turned off to it because I was always like, you know, all about medicine. That's the only answer. That's what's, you know, science-based or evidence-based practice. And so I started reading more about it, and I looked into this book called Whole30, which is all about clean eating, eliminating the chemicals, the toxins, the foods that cause inflammation, dairy, gluten, alcohol, processed sugar, and legumes. And I hardcore went on this health journey, right? So fast forward a year later, I dropped 50 pounds from what I was. I really wasn't even that overweight, but the reason I went on this journey was because I wanted to get off my SSRIs, and I couldn't. I was having terrible rebound migraines. I was throwing up. Like, I remember pulling over on the side of the road on my way to work, and I just had these awful side effects from getting off the medicine. And I'm like, no wonder people are on these their whole lives, because they're addicted to them. Their body is addicted to this exogenous chemical that it's been given for so many years. It can now longer adapt to being without it, and so people just stay on it because they just think that's it. But I've never heard anybody say, I love being on my medication. Like, it's, you know, maybe they feel a little better at times, but the side effects are real. Decreased libido, you know, migraines, stomach issues, all those things. Just there's so many side effects, and just like all those people, I was tired of it. And so I started seeing what would happen if I detoxed my body and started feeding my body clean nutrition and using essential oils to have a plan to taper off this medicine without having any of those side effects. So I started eating clean food, and I started bringing my balance oil to work with me. And I started bringing this is rosemary right here, but this is the where's my balance? Here's my balance. So I started bringing balance to work, and balance is a great grounding blend. It's great for applying to your wrist and just taking a deep breath and learning how to deep breathe and really be mindful in the moment when you have those anxiety and panics coming on. So it was a way for me to get through those moments when I was tapering off that I would just kind of lose it, and it just allowed me to kind of reconnect. And the way that those oils affect your limbic system and your emotions and your feelings, it's absolutely insane. Essential oils are natural aromatic compounds that are extracted from plants, roots, bark, flowers, seeds, and they're the healing properties in the oils and the plants that actually protect it and have healing properties in it. And these oils were used way back during World War I and World War II for wound healing purposes with the soldiers. And many of you guys who read the Bible, you've heard of frankincense and myrrh, which are two of the most amazing oils I've ever used. And it's probably why they brought them to Jesus, the three wise men. But they are just amazing oils. And a lot of people think that they're, quacky. People are like, oh, those oils, like it's just in people's heads, blah, blah, blah. No, there is science behind how oils affect you on a cellular level, how they get into the body, how they affect the limbic system, and how they have healing properties, antifungal, mood lifting, skin disinfectants. On Guard, one of my favorite blends. I love diffusing it when I feel like I'm getting sick or I have any sort of sickness coming on. It's got amazing antifungal, antibacterial properties. Purifies, one of my favorite oils to diffuse in the air just to kind of get the funk out of my house. And there's so many things that you can use your oils for that people don't understand. And the reason they're important in your life is because people are using products like Bath and Body Works and Pantene Pro V shampoo and Clorox and bleach and all these cleaning products that have carcinogens in them that are directly correlated with disease. Why do you think people who typically work in like car factories or smoke all the time, chemicals, car factory chemicals, exterminators chemicals, why is it that there's a direct correlation with those people who have disease and cancer? And it's because of the stuff, the chemicals that they're working with directly affects them on a cellular level, and they're carcinogens. They have free radicals that are causing these issues. And as much as people want to turn their head to it, it's a reality. So by eliminating those toxins and chemicals in your environment, you're decreasing your risk for disease, and you're also empowering your life and feeling better about yourself because you feel better. Your cells, the body, that what you're feeding and putting in your body, you're getting out of that. Like what you put into your body is what you're going to get out of it. And what I mean by that is it gives you life, it gives you energy, it gives you comfort, and you just feel great because you're giving your body and you're breathing in pure aromatic natural compounds that have healing properties that are healthy for you. So needless to say, I ditched all the candles, all the Bath and Body Works, all of that stuff that I was using in my life. And I started using clean nutrition and non-toxic, amazing natural essential oils from doTERRA and their product line to change my life. And I started sharing that with others. I went and got a health coaching certification through ACE. They have a health coaching certification for nurses specifically. It's $499 and it's a really easy program that you can get through. But I just kind of wanted to learn how to better help people and coach them through natural living and how to set goals with them and how to move forward. You do not need to get a coaching certification to be a doTERRA wellness advocate, but I think as a nurse, it just kind of gives you some validity, and it really makes you seem like you know what you're doing, and it honestly helps you. It helps you understand people and how to set goals with them and how to use doTERRA oils and products to help in their life. I did not have my coaching certification when I started with doTERRA. I started this business and went 3 months without having it. And the reason I did this, guys, is because this is how I want to help people. I love learning about their health journeys and sharing with them oils that work. And guess what? I didn't know everything when I started. I knew 2 oils, lavender and balance. They were 2 of my favorite oils. I used lavender for sleeping and I used balance for emotional regulation. And I shared that. I told people, like, I don't know much about these oils, but I just ordered a kit and I absolutely love them, and I'd love to share them with you guys because, and I think the reason people trusted me is they knew how I lived my lifestyle, and they knew that I wouldn't be using any impure products or anything I didn't believe in, or I'm so cautious about what I put in and on my body. Why would I be pushing a product that I don't personally use or believe in? And I would never do that. I don't even do that with my blog. Like, I get so many people pitching products left and right, and I will never, for free, and if I don't believe in them or use them, I don't promote them because I don't want to give you false advertisement. So I jumped into the business of doTERRA, and a little bit about it, guys. To have a business with doTERRA, it's signing up with a kit. You can buy a kit as little as $150, and you don't even need to buy a kit. You can just buy a membership, which is $35, and it automatically opens an account for you. Now, with the membership, you don't get oils. With a kit, you get a diffuser. You can get a diffuser depending on which one you get. You can get like the best bundle of oils with your kit. You get 25% off of retail purchase for the entire year. When you renew your membership with doTERRA, it's $25, and they send you a peppermint oil, which is retail at $25. $27 in exchange for renewing your membership. So basically you get the membership free for a year, you get the wholesale customer pricing of 25% off of everything with doTERRA, and then when you renew your membership a year later from the day that you bought, they pay you with a peppermint oil, which is about the same value. So that's pretty much it. To be a wellness advocate and to share oils, you need to have a membership with doTERRA, sign up as a wellness advocate. And in order to get compensation off of anything that you sell, you have to commit to doing $100 every single month in products. Now, some of you guys may not be in a position where you can do $100. I knew when I started that I was going to make my business work. I knew that I was driven. I knew that I was motivated. I was a little scared. I was afraid of, losing this money, but I let it become my fuel. I said, at least I'm going to pay off my $100 that I'm supposed to order every single month. You don't sign a agreement or anything like that, but simply if you don't do your $100, if you've sold anything, you won't get any commissions from what you have sold. So what I would do is sometimes I would open my order to family, and I would have my sisters pay me, for oils, and I would just put it in my order. And so sometimes I'd have people pay for my $100 order who didn't really want to buy a kit. And I always recommend that people start with a kit, because if you're wanting to use oils and you're wanting to really optimize your kit, or a bundle, or really change your life, then you need to get a kit, because a few oils aren't going to change the way you live, and they're not going to really help you if you're only using 2 oils, because I promise you, when you get a kit, they are very intentional with the oils that they give you and what you can do with them. So what I do is, when you are a wellness advocate and you join on my team, I walk you through the business overview. I send you one of these amazing build guides, which goes over the compensation plan. With doTERRA, any kit, any sale that you make, you get 20% of that sale immediately. There are multiple ways that you can get money with doTERRA. My favorite way that is the most lucrative in the beginning is your fast start. We call it a fast start bonus. And it is a little overwhelming in the beginning when you start learning about doTERRA, but I promise you, if you're anything like me, you move with it, you know that you're on a good team, you know that you have a good leader, and you are gonna grow and learn. I plug you into an advocate group with a bunch of other amazing nurses. I've got about 100 of them right now, and they're absolutely amazing, who are sharing these natural solutions in their lives, with their patients, with their family members. And I'll talk to you guys a little more about sharing with your patients, because that's kind of a fine line when you're working in a hospital. But my goal is to help people manage their life through clean and natural solutions and clean nutrition. And I would love to come alongside you guys and help you in that. I would love to teach you, build you up, share with you what I do, and ultimately build your business. Get your little business cards, start moving and start sharing these amazing products. You guys, and I'm gonna be honest with you, when I started this, I didn't know anything about oils. I just said, you know what? I was attracted to it. I had 2 oils I had used and I loved them, and they pretty much were my comfort in those moments with my anxiety when they were crazy. And I just started sharing. I didn't know anything about the business. I just started going. I started saying, guys, this stuff's amazing. And people started learning about them. And we all kind of grew together in the beginning. And my husband and I, the reason I share this is because I want you guys to realize that the money in this business is real, and the success in this business is real when you are plugged into a good team. And I promise you, I'm so pumped to lead a group of nurses to pretty much just change the narrative of nursing and the type of nurse that we can be with a registered nursing license, because I just think this whole integrative healthcare business is really on the uprise. Essential oils are on the uprise. This industry is going to be booming, and we're at the front end of it, and that is so exciting for so many reasons. So I want to come alongside you guys. I want to teach you all that you need to know to build this business. I want to individually chat with you. If you are ready to go ahead and purchase a kit and sign up as a wellness advocate, because you're just I want to do this, this girl's speaking my lingo and I want to get on board, I'm going to share with you guys the link that you can use to do this. Otherwise, and you guys feel free to text me too. I'm going to include my information in this email that I'm sending this video with. But otherwise, there'll be a informational meeting with question and answer tomorrow night, which I'll provide the link to as well. So this has changed my life, and my husband and I are now going to be wining and dining in the Dominican Republic in February, just because of the effort that I've put in within 6 months of this company. And we are paying off credit card debt. We are putting money into savings that we never had or were never able to do. And I'm doing this all while being a full-time nurse. So by December, my goal is to be able to have this business be my primary source of income, because I'm ready to be the nurse that I want to be. And I'm ready to bring a bunch of nurses with me to do the same and bring us to the top, share this message, share this mission, teach you guys in the process. You don't need to know everything. I don't know everything, but I am always willing to learn, always willing to grow, and always willing to work with you. So I hope this is informative. You guys can see doTERRA has a whole line of supplements and cleanses and amazing recipes to make cleaning products, face wash. I always provide resources for people to use. I feel like a weather woman. Resources to use to learn and grow with your oils. I love carrying my touch blends. I love all of these amazing oils. You guys can see I have just a few of my box of oils right here, but I use these for everything. I use them for stomach discomfort. I use them for skin issues. I use them for cleaning. I use them for migraines. I use them for, I have Deep Blue Rub, which is great for any arthritis or any pain or discomfort. Breathe for allergies. Immortelle for anti-aging. Purify, Wild Orange for mood lifting. Peppermint just for migraines as well. You guys, there's so many beautiful natural, organic, aromatic compounds. This company is amazing. The business behind doTERRA and the company will blow your mind. Like, these people are wanting to revolutionize healthcare and bringing these alternative, safe, natural solutions to the front line, and we're going to be a part of that. So I would love for you guys to reach out if you have any questions. I'm going to provide you links, provide you resources to further investigate, and I hope you enjoy this, and I hope that you will ask questions, and I would love to have you on board and really grow your business and change the narrative of nursing, bring this message to the front, and make some money in the process. So I hope you guys will be willing to learn and grow with this, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye.